Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So this will be a pick a card reading of a love message coming towards you. We'll be covering who this message could be from, what the love message entails, what their intentions are, when the message will come to you, and what's the outcome, plus some love messages at the end. So go ahead and see which photo you resonate most deeply with, and with that pile, you can find the timestamps in the description box always for every one of my pick a cards. All right. I'll see you guys in there. Hi, pile number one. All right, so this will be a love letter that is going to be coming to you. This is a love message for you. All right, so first let's see, who is this love message from? Who are you getting this love message from? Give me some messages for pile number one. Who are they getting this love message from? Sorry, pile number one. The video cut out and I caught it just in time. All right, so who is this person who is sending this love message to you or wants this love message to be given to you? They are coming out as the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. All right, so definitely I do feel like this person could be a fire sign, an Aries, Sagittarius, a Leo. I feel like this person does have a very excitable presence. So when they are around, they tend to be quite a lot of fun, a lot of energy. They could be someone who chased after you quite a bit, but with that Knight of Wands, they lack consistency in that. So they could have this energy where they chase for a little bit of time, and then you may have felt like it died down, that fire died down, or maybe they set their sights on something new or different. All right, but as of now, I do feel like this person with that King of Wands has this goal of conquering you. So they really, really do want to get you under their notch as a person that they could date. So they could be up for the chase once again, even if it seems like their attention was diverted in the past. This person does have a very youthful energy. Now, the King of Wands could be someone more mature, like in their 30s, 40s. The Knight of Wands tends to be a little bit younger, 18 to their 20s and early 30s. But I do feel like this person does have a little bit of a childlike spirit for sure. You may consider this person to be childish at times. This person could be quite a leader, so I don't think this person is a follower. You may not see them really following behind their friends. They may be more of the leader in the group. They could have a role of a boss or their own business, be an entrepreneur, or if whatever they do for work, they tend to be in like the management position, or they like to be number one or in the lead. They could also be very competitive. I do feel a sense that this person feels that as you are moving on and you may not be really focused on them, they're wanting this chase again with you. They're wanting to come back in and chase you. You definitely are this person's type with the Queen of Wands matching the King of Wands. So this person likes that you're also a leader. They like that what you set your sights on in life, you actually manifest, you bring it towards you. They like also that you don't chase them. That's what kind of keeps them interested, that you kind of do your own thing. You know, maybe you guys had something going on for a while and then it fizzled out and you didn't try to hit them up or continue chasing after them. You kind of just did your own thing and found excitability and adventure somewhere else. All right, so someone really, really likes that about you. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands a little bit deeper here. Very charming person, okay? And they know it. So this person has like a crooked smile is what I'm hearing. I feel like this person, when they know that they are putting butterflies in your stomach or they tickled you in some way or they're being very smooth, they tend to smirk. All right, so they kind of know what they're leading on and doing. Very clever, very strategic. Definitely someone who is a planner. All right, but it does show that this person does have very impulsive energy. So that's not usually their MO. They usually don't plan before coming towards what they want. But I do feel like with you, they feel like they need a strategy. Them seeing you as the Queen of Wands or seeing you as their counterpart. They know that you are kind of someone who may put up a little bit of a challenge coming back in. All right, tell me about the Knight of Wands. Okay, so first and foremost, we are already getting some messages here. So I feel like before we even got into the message portion, this person's already conveying that they want to apologize or that they could be feeling very guilty. They could have a lot of shame or remorse about not being consistent with you, seeming very flaky, in and out, maybe seeming like a player, not serious about this connection. They do feel really bad about that, okay? So they do acknowledge and take accountability for them not pursuing you consistently or not keeping up communication, not really being concentrated and focused on you when they were trying to get you. And they do feel really bad about that. This person does tend to fantasize a lot and lean into their fantasies. So they do get easily distracted and they feel really bad about how that could have affected you or just treating you in a certain way in that manner. They do feel really bad. All right. So I am seeing that. What else with the Knight of Wands? Also, I'm getting sweating. So there's a nervousness as well. This person could be very confident with the Knight of Wands, King of Wands, usually, but I do sense some nervousness of sending this message to you or coming towards you. All right, so like sweating energy. So if you ever do see this person in person again, I do feel like you'll see sweating. All right, you'll see them like sweat beating up on their forehead. Maybe you'll see a little bit of a pit stain start to form. I don't know. They are very nervous. All right, so you have them sweating in their boots. Let's see what else is here. All right, fate as well. So again, there is some divine timing at play between you and this person. There's definitely a change in their perspective, in their approach, and how they feel like they should come towards you this time around due to fate. All right, so something is bringing you guys back together again, or really like pushing them and their instincts to come towards you. This person could be trying to come in and establish a solid friendship with you. They may feel like this is their plan or their strategy to moving towards a more romantic energy. It's kind of like, okay, they may reject me as a lover, but maybe they won't reject me as a friend. So this will be this person's approach for sure. Tell me about the King of Wands. I almost feel like this person's like, I'm not a little boy anymore, or I'm not a little girl anymore. I've grown up. I've matured a little bit. All right, with the King of Wands. So let's see in what ways. All right, we have saving here. That's very interesting. So saving could be talking about this person's wisdom. They may have learned a lot and they have been applying those lessons to their life, which has made them more wise. All right. So it's almost like saving for a rainy day. That would be someone who's very wise. Like they know that there's going to be ups and downs and they kind of like take heed of that. So whatever lessons this person has learned from possibly being, you know, all over the place and not very focused and concentrated and letting you slip through their fingers, not seizing an opportunity, missing opportunities with you. They definitely have learned from that and they're ready to apply that moving forward. This person too, I'm hearing Optimus Prime. So I don't know if this person's into action movies with the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. It kind of seems like they could be. Maybe that was a date that you guys went on, was an action movie before. But Optimus Prime, this person could have been saving coming towards you until they felt like they were in their prime. So this could mean like, you know, adjusting their routine, their discipline, maybe finding stability in their life, security in their life to come towards you and really take this seriously. So maybe when you first met this person, they just weren't really, they were very casual about life, you know, and just going where the wind blows, having more fun than being more serious. And it feels like they're having a change of heart. They definitely would like a little bit more commitment in their life with the savings card. All right, one more card here. And then we'll talk about the love message. Ooh, loneliness. Okay, so all of that player energy leads you to nowhere. I feel like this person had a lot of fun, but they felt very empty at the end of it. All of that instant gratification wasn't worth it. Okay, so someone is realizing that they felt like they were leading on a very exciting, adventurous life, maybe dating a lot of people, maybe in their sex life. I don't know. But they have found a lot of dullness at the end of the road. So they're not feeling very fulfilled. They're wanting something a little bit more soulful, a little bit more deeper, you know, something that has love or sustainability. And this is something that they're realizing. So when this person comes towards you, even though they could be a little lonely, and sometimes this could be an energy of feeling depressed about your social life or even your love life, they are okay. All right. So mental space is okay. Stability, they're doing pretty fine. When it comes to their, you know, everyday life, it seems like things are pretty calm in this person's life. They found some stability and harmony, and they're ready to come forward. So with that energy of the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands, it almost feels like this person will be coming towards you very, very soon. But we will be covering that in a little bit, okay? We will be talking about when this message could be coming to you. So right now, let's talk about what the love message will be. All right, so what does this person want to say to pile number one? What is the love message coming towards pile number one from this person? All right, Four of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Wands. All right, so the biggest theme of what this person will say to you has something to do with the King of Swords. I do feel like this person had a very detached attitude. Not at first. It could have felt very intense and a lot of desire in the beginning, but it could have really gotten very cold, detached midway, and then this person kind of fell off, and then you didn't really hear from them as much. And a big reason about that this person wants to tell you is that they have a hard time being vulnerable. Okay? They have maybe a lot of unresolved trauma that they really never thought it was very important to address or to heal from. And they're realizing how that did them a big disservice. So at that Four of Pentacles, this talks about just being very withdrawn, being very closed off, not opening up, having a hard time maybe even being intimate. So when it comes to when you guys started kissing, holding hands, maybe even sex, if it felt like more than just sex to this person, if it felt like they were really falling very deeply for you and they were having a very intense bond with you, it kind of pushed them to close themselves off because it was very uncomfortable. All right. But also with the Four of Pentacles, this person wants to let you know that they definitely do have high reservations for you. They could have felt very jealous or possessive if they thought that you were dealing with someone else, if they saw anyone else giving you attention, if they felt like you moved on. It really did bother them. All right. So there is a little bit of a jealous or possessive streak that this person also had, and they want to tell you that. So there's a lot of vulnerability coming out in the message towards you very soon. Where in the beginning or before, you would have never really gotten this deep with this person. With the Nine of Wands, this person wants to let you know that there's something that you may have said or did mistakenly that triggered them. All right, so this could be very innocent on your part. It's almost like you're not the problem, I'm the problem. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm just very sensitive. All right. So there could have been something that you expressed or even in your actions that really upset them for some reason. All right. With that Nine of Wands, this is someone who could have, again, unresolved trauma. This could be someone who has a wall up. All right. It almost feels like what you did or what you said was something about like you did something showing how close you're getting to this person. I'm almost getting like an inside joke. You know how an inside joke is like very gate kept and it only will make sense between the two people because you know someone so well that you know it's gonna crack them the hell up, or you know it's gonna touch a part inside of them because you know them well. It feels like you did something like that and this person took it the wrong way and got very scared about it, like almost creeped out by that, how well that you were starting to know them. The layers that this person was trying to protect that you were able to penetrate very deeply. I know that sounds crazy. I don't think anyone should be saying penetrate deeply, but I'm using it in this reading, okay? And again, this person reacted with the King of Swords, being very withdrawn, closed off, a little mean at times, okay? And you could have been really thrown off, like, what is going on? Why are you acting that way? But you chose not to chase or coddle this person. You chose to mirror them. You started to also put up your defenses. You also started to be withdrawn and detach yourself as well. So you told yourself, hey, I know I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not getting an explanation if I did anything wrong. So I'm not going to chase after this and, be a dead horse. And I feel like I think that this person would have respected that more than you chasing after them. All right. So I don't know. This person definitely had some weird ways of dealing with intimacy. So you getting close to them, it really triggered them in the past. And I feel like that's what they're craving now. They're craving that closeness. They're craving that person who knows them very well, knows them very deeply, who can penetrate those layers that they haven't been able to find outside of you. All right, tell me more about this love message. So there's a lot of opening up in this message coming to you, a lot of addressing any issues that could have ended the separation, a lot of accountability for how they reacted to things that you may just not have understood. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. We have marriage here. So this also talks about how this person holds you to the highest regard, how they almost feel like you're a possession of theirs. You're like, you're mine is what I'm hearing. And they want to reserve you because they did not want anyone else to get to this point where you could be spending the rest of your life with someone else. That would have really bothered them. That really pulled out their jealousy card or really turned up the notch on their possessiveness. So yeah, this person feels like you're the person that they want to depend on, lean on, be a partner with, and have a legacy on this earth with. See what else is here. All right, we have justice. So you can also expect in that message that this person's going to apologize with the justice card. They could also be saying to you, is there anything that I can do to fix this? All right, so it's not just words. They're wanting to know exactly what actions would you like to see consistently that can give you a change of heart. All right, so that's just basically it. This person also may talk about how they really respected how you loved yourself. Again, I just don't think that this person would have respected if you would have coddled them or chased them after that initial separation. They really respected that you stood firm on your stance. You didn't second guess yourself and you just move forward, without them. It's like, I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know why you're acting so differently. I don't understand the switch up and I'm not going to chase. They really respected that and they will tell you that. Nine of Wands. All right, introvert. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense with this wall that this person had in the past. This is someone who could be, it's very confusing, right? Because they could have a big personality, they could be very charismatic, they could have a lot of energy, they could be almost kind of like a player in the past. So it's interesting that this person considers themselves an introvert. They could be super private with their vulnerable parts of themselves, their feelings, maybe family, maybe like love when it comes to romance, their past love situations. There's something you said or you did that triggered that part of them, something that they were trying to keep a secret or keep hidden. And you kind of unlocked that very easily. It wasn't hard for you to figure out. And you even tried to make light of it. You could have even also tried to show this person, like, hey, I'm relating to you. I've been through this too. It's funny. At least we have each other. But this person kind of took it, um, by storm and ran with it. They weren't ready to. They weren't healed to look at it in a positive. Okay, so we do see that with the introvert. All right, we also have marionette. So again, this talks about this person's big leadership um, portion of his of their portion of their personality, and I do feel like this person does like to be in control or command, and you gave them a run for their money. I feel like there's a lot of times where you showed this person, hey, I'm the leader and you're submissive today. All right. There's going to be a little bit of give and take here. So there was a point where you could have taken charge, and this person felt very uncomfortable in that position. They may not feel safe or trust people to take the lead and let them follow in any way that may be, whether that was in their healing, whether that was like, you trying to just plan a date, whether that's in the bedroom. I mean, the list goes on. But this person didn't feel very safe or comfortable to allow you to take the lead, even though you were doing a great job at whatever that thing was. And they withdrawn from that. So they may say that to you as well. Like, I can be a little bit of a control freak at times, and that was my downfall with you. So I'm sorry. They also may send you an old picture of you guys together and say how they've been looking at this photo a lot to feel closer to you. Or they may bring up a distant memory between you two that's very nostalgic and has a lot of good feelings surrounded to it. All right. So when they say this to you, you may start to feel very like happy. Okay. It's a positive memory that they're going to bring up. All right. So that is the love message. Let's see, what are their intentions with this message? What are their intentions sending this to you? All right. So tell me, for pile number one, this person who's sending them a love message, what are their true intentions with my pile number one? What are their true intentions with pile number one? King of Cups. All right. Nice. What else? Ace of Cups. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right. So this person will acknowledge that you have built some type of security or independence where you're thriving. So you could be single during this time. You could also be very financially independent. Your home life, your material world could be really connecting really nicely. You could be experiencing much greater themes in your life of more elegance and luxury. And their intentions are not to damage that, ruin that, or distract you from that. They want you to have that. They're happy that you have that. They want you to thrive. Okay. We have the King of Cups here. Hold on. Let me turn this down a little bit. We have the King of Cups. So this person has intentions to approach you in a more mature manner with a lot more wisdom, especially when it comes to their sensitivity or their emotional self. All right. So I do feel like when it came to intimacy, getting close to each other, bonding deeply, having a very soulful and spiritual connection, it really triggered this person's spirit. It was different for them. It scared them. It could have creeped them out. But in today's time, their intentions are to face this with no fears and to embrace it. So I do feel like this person has stepped their game up where they are just a little bit more mature with their emotions. They don't allow positive or negative emotions to get them flustered. And I think that's a really good energy to come towards you with, or intention. Clarify the King of Cups. Nine of Wands. This person wants to let you know that they don't have a wall up anymore, that they have torn that wall down. And even if something uncomfortable does happen again, they will face it with no fears. They'll embrace it. They'll talk about it openly. All right. So this is what this person wants you to know that their intentions are. We have the Ace of Cups here. So their intentions is to have a full-blown new start in romance with you, period. They want a fresh start. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. This person wants to let you know that they're following their intuition that's guiding them towards you during this time. And they're taking a leap of faith. We have the Three of Cups, so they definitely want to come in with no drama, with a lot of fun, excitability, and energy, but a lot of emotion as well, a lot of bonding. They also feel super attracted to you still. They want to know if the attraction still stands on your end. And yeah, this is this person's intentions. We also have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. So also this person's intentions is to take responsibility and accountability for their part that they played in the downfall previously. So that's good too. All right, guys, now let's talk about the timing that this message will come to you. So when will the message come to you? When will this message come to you? When will this message come to you? Five of Swords. And the Two of Cups. Okay. All right, guys. So we have the Five of Swords and the Two of Cups. Seven of Pentacles is here as well. So the timing of this definitely requires some patience from when you guys have separated. So if you just separated from this person, if you just fell out of contact with this person, it could take some time. But if you've been in separation for a while now and you feel like you've been waiting a long time, this is coming in very soon. I feel like with the Five of Swords and the Two of Cups, this does talk about the bad fallout that you guys had, and also like being against each other or not being able to see eye to eye. The Two of Cups shows that there's going to be another rehappening of this bond, this closeness. This is a soulmate. So I almost feel like this person is at this point where they're ready to come towards you in maturity and fix things. But how do you feel? Are you still angry at this person? Are you still holding a grudge? Because I feel like if you are still holding on to any negativity from that situation, it will take longer for this person to come in towards you. This kind of feels like this person's coming in once both parties have decided that they can move past this. If one person is still, you in this case, if you are still harboring on to negative feelings about this and you still need a little bit more time to simmer down, then just expect it to take a little bit longer time. This person, through fate and divine timing, is not supposed to come towards you while you're still angry, detached, or closed off. All right, so just think about that. Are you ready to speak to this person? Have you forgiven them enough? Because there is going to be a lot of forgiveness when they do come towards you as well. So if you do feel like you're at that point where you're ready for a change, you are ready to see this person again, you have forgiven them a little bit, then I do feel like this is right around the corner. But if you're still harboring on to any anger or resentment, just expect it to take a little bit more time. Maybe it just needs for you to do some healing on your own. And when this person comes in, they'll seal the deal with apologies and respect. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and see what the outcome is going to be between you and this person. Also, if you are still angry at this person, I do feel like the timing that this person will come towards you is February. Okay, so I just want to throw that out there. But if you feel like you're ready to forgive and you haven't really been harboring any negative feelings towards them, this person could be coming towards you in October. All right. Let's see. What's going to be the outcome between you and this person for pile number 1? What's going to be the outcome? All right, Queen of Wands is here. What else? And the Emperor. Okay. Wow. So we have Judgment on the bottom of the deck, which talks about second chances or you two being called forth to try to make this happen again. And hopefully this time is a more positive outcome. So there's a second chance coming around. I do feel like with the Queen of Wands, whoever could have been you, okay, you, pile number 1, whoever I'm speaking to, I definitely feel like this person will be playing a more submissive role in the connection. So this time coming around, they're not going to be a control freak. They don't feel like they need to lead all the time. They may look to you for direction and leadership and for you to call the shots, and they just follow through. All right, so I do see that with the Queen of Wands. This is kind of like you just kind of manifesting how you would like this person to show up, and then they just being obedient and following. But with the Emperor here as well, you could expect this person to be very, very serious about you this time around. I do feel like this is someone who is just super serious about their romantic connection. They don't play any games. They could be very concentrated, very focused. They also could be they could be better at managing different parts in their life. So when it comes to their work life, when it comes to like family, chaos, drama, friendship, and then they're really good at managing and scheduling and making sure that that you get your time. All right. So if this person just didn't have consistency before, there's a lot of follow through in this person's actions this time around. All right. And then last but not least, we're going to get some love messages from your person. Any other love messages that we may need to hear. And then we're going to close it out. Hopefully this thing is going to, let me just make sure it's still recording, because it's been cutting out. But I think I fixed the issue. Okay, I think we're good. Alrighty, so let's see. What does this person want to tell my pile number 1? What does this person want to tell my pile number 1? All right, so we have Divine Feminine here. We have I'm working on myself right now. I see you in my dreams. And eternal love. All right. So we have on the bottom of the deck, you deserve so much better. I think that came out with the apology card of how this person feels really bad for not being as consistent or not showing you how much they did care about you, not treating the relationship more seriously. So they definitely do feel like this time around, they're going to treat you as you deserve. Definitely come in with more elevated energy. There is an energy here of acknowledging my feminine. So if you are a feminine watcher right now, someone acknowledges like your spiritual side, maybe how you've helped them to have some type of awakening. So that's very beautiful. They are working on themselves right now, so they could be trying to move parts in their life to make sure that everything is nice and clear and cut to come back in towards you. So they are putting a lot of effort and dedication to being their best self. So when the timing is right, they come towards you without any mishaps. All right. I see you in my dreams. There's a lot of thinking of you late at night. There's a lot of keeping your picture around, maybe referencing that whenever they want to feel good or, you know, kind of have like a little bit of happiness. There's also this energy of having some very vivid dreams about you. And eternal love is self explanatory. I just feel like this person's passion and desire for you never died down, even in the energy of them acting so weirdly. It's almost like they had to sit with themselves and having that still burning desire for you, but feeling like, well, I sabotaged that, so I just need to move on. But they do understand that this love is just way different than anything else they've ever experienced. Even meeting and dating other people, nothing really hits the same. All right. Sorry about all the disruptions, pile number one. Something was really wrong with my camera, but I have it fixed. So thank you for sticking it through with me. And yeah, that is your love message. Make sure you guys like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel for more pick a cards. And I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Bye. Pile number two. All right. So let's see what love message is coming towards you. We're going to start with who this message is from. All right, so this is for pile number two. Who is this message coming in from? Who is sending this love message to pile number two? Tell me about this person. Who is sending this love message to pile number two? All right, Page of Wands. And tell me a little bit more. Justice. Okay, interesting. All right, so I definitely feel like it's interesting. I don't feel like this person has had a romantic connection with you before. The Justice card is here, which could be like apologies or making things right, but I don't see it also that this person has done you wrong. It almost feels like this person knows about a situation that you've been done wrong. So hear me out here, but this could be like a friend of your ex or someone who is just kind of in the know of what you've been through. It's almost like someone here wants to give you justice or wants to come in and treat you better than your last. And they have this very big curiosity about you, this super big interest. But with that Page of Wands, it feels like it hasn't really developed yet. Like you and this person have never had anything romantic. So it's very interesting. This is someone who is in the know of some type of hurt or disappointment, heartbreak, breakup, separation that you went through, and they want to be the one to come in and turn things around. So it's a very interesting spread here. We have the Five of Wands, okay? So could be really difficult for this person to get this message to you. Could be a lot of like trying to do this very discreetly, all right? So I do feel that with the Five of Wands. This person's a part of, I don't want to say the chaos, but they have witnessed the problem that transpired in your life. So if you were breaking up with someone, if you're going through a hard time, whatever it is in your life that has transpired, this person's definitely in the know and they want to make it all better with the Justice card. They have this deep interest in you and curiosity. They can't shake their feelings or their instinct to come towards you. It's very, very interesting here. All right, so this person could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. They also could be a Libra with the Justice card. I do feel like this person definitely has a very balanced lifestyle, or they could be a very grounded, balanced person. Things seem to be okay with them. You never really see this person have a bad day. They do have bad days just like everybody does, but whenever you see this person, they do look refreshed, relaxed, calm, in peace and harmony. So they are able to like kind of pick themselves up through the good times and bad times. I feel like this person is very honest or really leads with a lot of integrity. So they will be very honest with you about their intentions, their feelings for you, how this even came on, or even the situation that they witnessed that they feel like wasn't fair. They are looking at your life and something that happened, and they're thinking, okay, this person didn't, pile number two didn't deserve this. So they feel very bothered by that. They do not like injustices. They don't like to see good people be done wrong. This person could have a very childlike spirit, so very energetic, very happy go lucky, excitable. All right. They are definitely, even as a grown up, they still like to have a little bit of fun and let their hair down with that Page of Wands. Very adventurous. So could be like a foodie is what I'm hearing. Someone could definitely be a foodie or a traveler here. This person likes to explore the unknown. So even if they feel like you are someone that maybe they should stay away from, or that they have no right to try to be pursuing, they can't help but be drawn to you. This is so interesting. All right, clarify the Page of Wands. Now, there is a little bit of like, I don't know what to call this. Is it arrogance or is it like wishful thinking? But this person does feel like they could be the answer to all of your problems, which is crazy to say. That's a big statement, but this is how they feel. What's the Page of Wands? Tell me about the Page of Wands for who this person is. All right, relaxation. I'm telling you, whenever you see this person, it's going to be really hard to even know who this is or pinpoint them, because they have a very relaxed attitude around you, even though within their burning desire for you is like screaming, or they have this strong instinct to like talk to you, be around you, ask you out. But they do seem to like keep it on the down low, or they just have a energy of a lot of harmony and peace. Okay, you've never really quite seen this person flustered. They don't ever seem nervous. It's going to be really hard to pinpoint this person. All right, tell me more about the Page of Wands. One thing I can say is that with the Page of Wands as being good news and the relaxation card coming out, if you are trying to contain chaos in your life, you've had bad exes, you've been in toxic relationships, you have adopted unhealthy habits from the people that have been in your life, this person brings a sense of peace from what you could have, in your love life could have been very chaotic. This person kind of slows things down, or just makes it for a lot of positive days of like not worrying or fearing the worst. So that's good. Tell me more about the Page of Wands. Confinement. All right. Confinement is just saying that this person feels restricted from having access to you. So again, I don't know what the dynamic is. It's so weird. I don't know if this is like cultural, or if this is like, your brother, your sister is my best friend. So that's a little weird. Or your was a friend of mine. It's something very restricted, like kind of taboo, or maybe not taboo is the word, but something a little like you should not be interested in pile number two, but you are. All right. So they do feel like they're confined by the role that they have in your society, of that they can't come towards you, they can't speak to you, they can't pursue you romantically in that way. So this almost gives like a secret admirer. It could also be work, of course. You know, sometimes work sets certain boundaries so that there could be a lot of peace at work and no drama. So I don't know if that's a situation, but yeah, you definitely look into your life and try to think about what could be like restricted love based off of your daily routine and what you interact in your community. Justice, clarify justice. Oopsies. Can't shuffle today. I'm trying not to shake the table too much. Oops, sorry. All right, we have strategy. So this person has a plan to come in and like kind of restore your faith in love or give you what you desire. Could be wanting to come in and be that good karma for you. It's very like intentional, very deep, a little spiritual with this person. They want to come in and be your blessing. I mean, how amazing is that for someone to be thinking that before they approach you? Isn't that amazing? That is just so cool. But yeah, I'm telling you, I don't know. As immediately when I put these cards down, I was like, this is not someone you've been romantically with before. This is not someone you've been intimate with before. This is someone new, but someone around, you know, so not really new. All right, tell me more. All right, death cards. So they want to put an ending to maybe what you could consider like negative things that happen in your love life. If you feel like you are always receiving bad karma in love, you ever like, you know, got so frustrated with circumstances that you're like, do I have bad karma? Did like is there something that I did that I'm unaware of that keeps sending the wrong people into my life? This person wants to put an end to that and show you that miracles do happen. So I told you it's a little crazy that they say they want to come in and be that blessing, but this is how this person feels. With the real estate card, this person definitely wants to come in and make a heavy investment towards you. They're looking for commitment and long term and something successful, a successful relationship. All right, so let's go ahead and see this love message because this person is not going to stay quiet for long. So let's see what is in this love message that they're going to be sending to you. All right, for pile number 2, tell me all about this love message coming in for them from this person. What is this person going to say? All right, we have the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Wands. I'm telling you guys, this is a very complicated dynamic or scenario. It's like I really shouldn't be butting into this. I should kind of mind my business, but I feel like this person is going to be mine, so I can't stay back and not do anything. This person is going to say something along the lines of, I seen how you were being treated, or I seen how that person talked to you, or I see how that person did you, and I don't feel like you deserve that. They could be also saying, you know, it puts them in a weird position because they shouldn't be saying these things to you, you know, but they could not say anything. All right, so they couldn't hold back from just telling you what they feel like is right. Again, with that justice card, there's a big energy of like doing what's right, integrity, and if they feel like someone did something against you and it bothers their spirit, this is what they're going to be talking about. So they could be bringing up a very trying time for you, a time where you had to go back and forth and hit below the belt, maybe a fight or argument, maybe a time when someone was in competition with you. You know, I don't know. But they are going to bring this up and just talk about how tough it is for them to try to speak to you out of that. Also trying to respect your space because knowing that this could have did a number on you. It's very interesting. This person approaches this with a lot of emotional maturity. There's a genuine energy coming from this person. They are a great listener as well. So if you have things that you have not released from this said situation that you need someone to talk to, this person would be a great ear, a great listening ear. All right, let's clarify the Five of Swords. Tell me more about what this person will say about the Five of Swords. We have schedule. And we have stress. All right, so this person will ask you about like, they'll ask you questions about like your mental health. So they'll say, how are you doing? I hope you're not feeling too sad. Is everything okay? Is there anything I can do to make it better? Is there anything I can do to relieve any pressure or stress that you've been in, you know? Someone may say, I couldn't sleep after I seen what was done to you. It unsettled me. It didn't sit right with me. Words like that. They also are going to say how they planned on reaching out sooner, but they felt like you probably needed the space. They didn't know how to, you know, approach you or reach out to you without it being maybe weird or being wrong timing, or if you just wanted to be left alone because the situation could have been so, you know, traumatic. Okay? I don't know. Wow. This is just so interesting. All right. Tell me about the Five of Wands. Third wheel. Okay. There is a weird complication here. There's a third party here that would disapprove of this person coming towards you. That's all I'm going to say, okay? I don't know if this is like, you know, what is this? Ugh, I wish you guys could see me right now. I'm hiding under my bonnet. Okay. It's complicated, right? And this person's going to say, I know this is weird that I'm the one to reach out to you, but I really didn't like that. I was worried about you. I know such and such would be mad if they know that I was reaching out to you in this way, but I had to say something. I know such and such and me are friends, but I had to reach out to you. It's a weird dynamic. All right, let's just say that. All right, what else? Oh my God, this is scandalous. All right, what else is here? So someone is reaching out to you on the low, on the down low, okay? Death card. They may tell you too that they are willing to forfeit their connection with maybe that mutual third party that you guys have because of the disrespect. Now, I feel like they're saying it like, for example, say like this person is your ex and they're friends. You know, they may say like, oh, I did not like how they treated you. They shouldn't talk to anyone like that. And I'm willing to forfeit and stop being their friend, you know, because I don't understand how you could treat someone that you care about like that. But what they really want to say is, I'm willing to forfeit this connection to be with you, period. Okay, so they're going to say it a little bit, you know, more couthier, a little bit more politically correct. But what they really want to say is, I'm willing to let this go to have something with you. I think I could be the better man or woman on your side. I feel like I could come in and treat you the way that you deserve, you know, like you don't have to go through anything like that ever again. This person is they're clocking it, okay? All right. So, with that being said, let's see what their true intentions are because intentions can change everything. Is this person just, being serious, being for real? Do they really care about you? Or, like, what is their intentions? Let's see. All right. For pile number 2, tell me about this person who's sending them this love message. What's their true intentions with my pile number 2? Because, when someone's trying to reach out and help you, sometimes it can be a little like, what are you helping me for? What are you thinking that you're going to gain from this, right? So let's see. For pile number 2 and this person who's going to be sending them this message of love, what are their true intentions with pile number 2? What's their true intentions with pile number 2? Ooh, the Lovers. Oh my goodness. All right, one more card. Six of Swords. Okay, very positive intentions, I must say. Very, very positive intentions. The Star. This person could be having intentions of helping you to get your light back. All right, so they do want you to have more confidence in yourself. They want to reassure you. They want you to have that light back, that spark of life again. They would like to help you heal, okay, with the Star. That's just basically all it is. They would like to see that inner glow sprout out that they know that you have and possess inside. So that's very sweet. We have the Lovers. This person's intentions is to have a very deep, soulful bond with you. They want a deep soulmate connection with you. They want to do right by you. Point blank, period. Tell me about the Lovers. Page of Wands again. Okay, so they're just very drawn to you in a very spiritual way, and they don't really know why, but they can't take their eyes off of you. They can't stop thinking about you. So they're like, if I can't get this person out of my head, then I might as well just go for it. And then here's the Justice card again. Six of Swords lets me know that this person's intentions is to help you to move into a calmer, softer life. Whether you're feminine or masculine, this person wants to help you move into a softer, calmer life, to be happy, to let go of temptations, distractions, to get off the chain, release the chains that are holding you back within those toxic connections that you may have had in the past. They want you to thrive. They want you to be able to grow. They want you to heal. And yeah, that's the Six of Swords. It's just like that. Tell me about the Six of Swords. Now, let me tell you about the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords could be very difficult to date a person who's going through the Six of Swords. But the fact that this person intentions is to see you through the Six of Swords, it shows that they're willing to take you and be with you through your ups and downs, through your journey of healing, and just being like your partner, having your back, helping you through, helping you even through the days that you don't understand yourself. So I think that's just very selfless and very nice. I like that. Six of Swords, please. Seven of Wands. They want to help you like prove yourself to yourself. If you've been like doubting yourself, or if you feel like a lot of people are doubting you right now, you don't have anyone in your corner, you've been having to kind of like go through this period of life all alone and having to show up with a smile on your face every day, even though you may not feel that way. They want you to know I've got your back, but they also want you to do it in your own independence, not feeling like you're dependent on them or that they're always going to be your crutch, but just saying like, if you need me, I'm here, I got you, but I have faith that you got this too. Like you can do this. So a very much like, yes, I can attitude, or someone who can help you get back that willpower in your life or motivation, self-drive. And they want you to hone that in all on your own. Like no one gave that to you. You did that all on yourself. But of course, I'm here for support. So that's very nice as well. Wow. All right, so let's see, when will this message come to you? Give me some timing of when this message will come to my pile number 2. When will you receive this message of love? Pile number 2. Knight of Cups, very soon. This person's already in action mode on the Knight of Cups, okay? So any Knight card is like in motion. And this person is trusting their intuition to come towards you, that you would be open to this offer. They're wanting to start dating right away. Maybe not in a relationship, but like going on nice dates and, you know, adorning you and showing you affection. They want to do that right away. Give me one more card to tell me about the timing. 6 of Cups. Okay, first and foremost, I feel like you're going to receive this message very soon, but there, 6 of Cups tells you to look into your past a little bit. Sorry. I feel like this person's already given you signs in the past, possibly when you were in that last connection, that they were super interested, that you deserve more, that they wanted to pursue you. They may not have been big and bold about it, but there's already been signs. So when this person already comes to you, when this person comes to you soon and they reveal themselves, I feel like you'll think back to the past and be like, damn, this person was always kind of like there. They were always there. They always kind of had a little bit more sensitivity to me, or a little bit more compassion for me, that seemed a little bit deeper than just a friend. It was almost always there. You'll be like in your head a lot after this person reaches out to you. You'll be thinking like, I feel like this is like a mind fuck, excuse my language. All right, but there's a lot of reflection about the past and any signs or synchronicities that you may have overlooked. It's like a you again kind of feeling. Like, oh, okay, it was always you. Interesting. You will like them back too. You know, you're kind of meeting them to their very strong Knight of Cups with the Page of Cups. You will like this person back too. So if you're wondering if it will be a thing of, I don't know, will I be attracted to this person? You will. You'll have feelings for them as well. Or feelings will form right away. All right, let's get the outcome. What will be the outcome for pile number 2 with this person coming towards them with a message of love? What will be the outcome? What will be the outcome? All right, we have the 7 of Cups here. And the Queen of Cups. All right, so I do see at first you're going to keep your options open, or you may feel like you lean more into variety versus focusing on one person. And there's nothing wrong with that, because, you know, it's not like this person's coming into your life and you're just supposed to drop everything that you've been doing and just run off into the sunset with them. That would be nice, but that's not very realistic. So I still see you having your options open. You could be dating other people or talking to other people, including them. But I'm telling you, your feelings for them will grow so deeply where you cannot deny. So there will be a little bit of time of you kind of just figuring things out and just being a little bit more casual, but your feelings will tell all. You will really draw in some very deep emotions for this person. A lot of love is going to be here. So things happen kind of like in moderation. They don't happen all at once. It doesn't happen too quickly, but it definitely doesn't happen too slow. I feel like as your emotions deepen more and more, you kind of realize that this is the person for you. And then you'll be ready to kind of like pick your choice out of the mix. Okay? All right, let's get some love messages from this person and then we'll close it out. All right, so tell me what this person wants to say to my pile number 2. What does this person want to say to my pile number 2? Give me some messages. What does this person want to say to my pile number 2? Alrighty. Oh, I thought that was more than one card. Ooh, okay, we have karmic ties. Karmic ties is coming out. What else? Frustration. Please stay. You're mine. Wow. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have you're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, or the most handsome thing I've ever seen. All right, so this person really admires how you look, your aesthetic. They think you are just so charming to the eye. With the karmic ties, they are acknowledging maybe the things that you've been through in your past relationships, your past connections or situationships that have turned really toxic towards the end, and how that could have did a number on your soul, and acknowledging that, knowing that you've been through some things. They also acknowledge how frustrated you could be with love, you know, maybe feeling like you're not getting things right or the right people are not coming into your life. With the please stay card, they may feel like, you know, this is just like, give me a chance, you know, don't just get so cold hearted or drift off and just in your lonesome that you won't give the proper person a chance. And the your mind card is very self-explanatory. This person considers you to already be theirs. All right. Also, they consider you to be their responsibility, you know, like your healing, part of your healing, and your next transformation and glow up, and you believing in yourself again, to be a part of their life path or what they were drawn to you for. So that's interesting. All right, pile number 2, that's your love message. Please like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next pick a card reading. Hi, pile number 3. All right, welcome. So let me go ahead and tell you about a love message that's coming towards you. We're going to start with who this message could be from. All right, so let's see. Tell me about pile number 3, their love message. Who is this love message coming in from? Who is sending them this love message? Who is sending pile number 3 this message of love? Give me some cards, please, to describe this person. All right, we have the 9 of Cups. And we have the 5 of Cups. Okay. All right. I do feel like this person could be a water sign. They could be a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio, or kind of have the personality of a water sign as they're coming towards you. With the 9 of Cups, this person definitely has been getting their way in life. There's a lot of happiness and emotional fulfillment by just feeling very spoiled by the universe, or things just going their way. They're used to getting what they want when they want it, okay? So there is a little bit of a spoiled kind of energy here from this person, but I do see that this person is very, very happy, and they are single, so that's good, all right? With the 5 of Cups, there's some type of unresolved energy between you two, where this person hasn't been able to move on from the past. So if you guys just couldn't see eye to eye, or you guys just didn't work out properly, or if they even missed the opportunity with you, like when they came towards you, you were in a relationship, or you were closed off, or you weren't interested, this is something that they still feel bothered by to this day. Because this person in this season is used to getting what they want all the time, but that one thing that they want that they don't have is you. and it bothers them with that Five of Cups. It brings in a little bit of a sadness, and it's hard to concentrate on the good things that are happening in life when they feel this loss. This person also has the energy of the Queen of Cups. So they definitely they do lean into their emotional side a little bit more. They can be very emotionally open. So they don't have a problem sharing their feelings. Um, they can talk about their feelings quite a bit. I do feel that, okay? They're very much a lover boy or a lover girl. They like to be nestled right under you. They're a cuddler, okay? And no matter if this person's feminine or masculine, I feel like they like to be the little spoon. All right. There's also two, let me see what else I can say about this person. Very nurturing spirits. I feel like this person would make a really great dad or a really great mom. All right. So I do feel that. Also, too, with all the cups energy, sorry, this person could be very intuitive. They could have a very creative spirit. They could be an artist of some sort. So they could be really good at drawing or painting. They could be really good at writing. They could have a way of words, very poetic in the way that they speak. So maybe this message will come in through like a poem almost. This person could make music as well with that artistry type of energy. This person gets cold very, very easily, okay? I'm seeing like this shawl here, long clothing, socks, maybe in the summertime, like, when it's really hot. This person tends to get very cold. So are they anemic? I don't know. They get very, very cold, and their hands get clammy quite a bit sometimes, because it's like cold sweats, all right? So I don't know what that's about. All right, let's clarify these a little bit. Tell me about the Nine of Cups. So even if you know who this person is just by me describing them, they could look like on social media, like, or in real life, like they have it made. Everything in life is going very well, but they are very sad about not having you around, not being able to speak to you, not being in your life. That's something that they have not moved on from. So it could look like this person has moved on, but really they haven't, especially emotionally. It's just harbors in them. They haven't been able to move forward. All right, tell me about the Nine of Cups for this person. I just see that a lot of things come to this person very easily. So they could live a very privileged life. They could be like a Nepo baby, had a silver spoon fed baby, like definitely came from a generation that could be very stable or had a lot of opportunities passed down to them. Tell me about the Nine of Cups. All right, we have the Promise card here. So I do feel like this is just confirming that this person really wants a relationship with you. They want this connection again. They're devoted to you still, even if you guys are not speaking. They feel very devoted. They feel like they want to nurture this connection again. I don't know. I'm trying to like move on from this, but I'm also getting like a know-it-all type of attitude. So this person could have thought they knew it all in life until they met you. You kind of change a lot of perspective for this person. All right. Tell me more about the Nine of Cups for pile number 3. All right, we have the Evidence card. So maybe you need to take a deeper look or a closer look, because I do feel like from the outside looking in, it seems like this person has it made. They could be having a ton of really great things happening in their life. They could look very fulfilled and happy, which is true. But if you look a little bit closer, if you kind of pay attention to the patterns or this person's manners mannerisms or just maybe what they're posting on social media, you will start to see evidence that they are referencing you. Message like subliminals, like they're sending subs your way. They're sending messages in the universe for you to pick up. So you may need to do a revisit or audit of their social media again, or maybe pay a little bit more attention to them in public if this person and you do tend to be around each other quite a bit. So that's interesting. Tell me about the Five of Cups. This person leaves like little eggs for you to find, okay? So they leave little inklings that they miss you, they want you back, they want to speak to you again. There's always something referencing you in some way. What's the Five of Cups? All right, saving. So yes, this person has had other romantic connections since you, but I feel like they've been saving or preserving themselves for you specifically. And that is the Five of Cups, because this is like no matter what comes into someone's life, they are not really ready to move on. They're still stuck on the past. They're still stuck on pile number 3. So this person has been preserving themselves for you. They really are just waiting for you to come back in and snatch them up. They could have a fear that that's not going to happen. All right, Fright card. One more card for the Five of Cups. Stress. Yeah, they have fears, anxieties, overthinking that this may not happen for them. I'm telling you, this person does have like some type of fast track in life. They are able to profit or gain through maybe just having things handed to them. Things come to them very easily. They're not really used to a challenge. But this has been very challenging and it hasn't happened yet. So it has left them very unfulfilled in this sector of their life, in their love life. And they kind of just feel, they stress out about it quite often, that you just maybe will move on and forget about them, or there's no returning, there's no reconciliation in their future. So that does stress them out quite a bit. All right, let's go ahead and see what this love message is. Let's see what they're going to say when they send it to you. All right, tell me a little bit about this love message that's coming towards pile number 3. What does this love message say to pile number 3? What is this love message going to say to pile number 3? What is this message going to say? Nine of Wands. Knight of Cups. Oh my goodness. This person is like, oh, I don't know. There's a child spirit in this person of like abandonment. All right. Okay. So 6 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I do feel like this person will reference a lot of the past memories but they will be highlighting closeness. So they'll reference times and memories from the past of you opening up to them, you staying over their house, you guys holding hands, you crying to them. It talks about like they want to bring up moments of like closeness, trust, vulnerability. They kind of want to remind you of the past, of what they crave now with you. They want that same energy back, okay? But they'll talk about like positive and negative times. So they may talk about a time that you cried to them, a time that you opened up about trauma, a time, but also positive things too. The time that you guys first held hands, your first kiss, when you guys spent the night and cuddled all night, I don't know. They're bringing up these things to remind you of how close you guys used to be. All right. So this person really wants to kind of jog your memory about how vulnerable you used to be, or how open emotionally you guys used to be, the closeness, the safety, the trust that you guys had. Nine of Wands, this person's going to say that they know that you have a wall up towards them, that you have your guards up. You may not trust them for some reason. All right. And I also feel like this person may feel like they don't really know what they did for that to happen. So they could be in the dark about this, or it could be something that they did that they did that was wrong, but because they're so privileged, there's something about privilege with this person. And I don't really care if this person was privileged or not. It doesn't matter to me, but it does shape this person's way of thinking. Like if someone is privileged, this could be someone who would like cut in line and they wouldn't see a problem with it because this is how it's always been for them. It's like they could be a little selfish or self-centered, but this is how they grew up and no one's ever corrected them about it. So there's certain things that this person did that made you feel like they were just kind of acting too pompous around you. And they may feel like they understand that you were triggered. They do understand that they cross your boundaries in some way. They understand that you have a guard up because you feel hurt by something that they did, but they may also be looking for an explanation of their actions. They don't really understand. There is like what would you call that? There's like come back to reality type of energy, like you're not really living in my reality, how I grew up, my background. You get a lot of things handed to you. It's not the same for me. So there's something like that. Clarify the Nine of Wands. All right, Justice. So they want to apologize, but they also want to know what exactly was it that they should apologize for. And then even past the apology, what can they do to show you that they're not the person that you could have perceived them to be in that moment? All right. So I do see that. Let's see what else is here. All right, we have blessing here. This person will say, so you know how this person does get a lot of fulfillment in life? They're just kind of very lucky in that way, or just the circumstance that their birthright, they're very lucky. They're very spoiled by the universe in certain ways. This person will tell you that you even responding to them, giving them the time of day to even explain themselves to you, to have this conversation, makes them really happy. So they'll say something along the lines like, I'm so happy that you answered. I'm so happy that you responded. I'm so happy that we were able to have this conversation. This makes me so happy that I'm getting to hear from you again. You don't know how happy I am that I spoke to you today. So like they're going to express openly their fulfillment of just you acknowledging them. All right, and then we have the Knight of Cups. So there's going to be a lot of romantic, lovey-dovey messages in this love message. I mean, as it should. It's a love message. But this person will be showing you how much they adore you. They will be possibly saying the 3 words, I love you. Okay, I love you still. I never stop loving you. I always think about you. You still are beautiful to me. You still are handsome to me. You're still my one. You're still my love of my life, whatever. All right. They also, sorry, y'all. Sorry. They also, in the same breath of the message, will want to see you. Okay. So the Knight of Cups usually talks about proposals of a date or getting together or trying to do something nice for you. So they will make sure to mark that moment, not only acknowledging how you've been hurt by them, but also to take that opportunity to see if they can see you in person. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. All right, we have the Saving card. So again, this person, I feel like with that single energy of the Nine of Cups, and this card has already came out, this person has been preserving themselves for you. So I feel like this person, there could be a certain place that they have in mind that could be super romantic. They know that it would make you smile and make you feel special, that they have not taken anyone to. They've been purposely not taking anyone there because it's just for you. So there's something about like holding back from doing certain things towards other people and reserving all that attention, love, devotion, consideration just for you. All right. So this person really means that when they say that. They are going to brainstorm to try to surprise you or delight you in a special way. Let's see what else is here. All right, we have loneliness. This person will tell you that life has been so dull without you. It's not the same. They probably will speak about how things have been good on their end. There's nothing really to complain about, but they've been so lonely without you. And life has just kind of been a disappointment without you. So I do see that as well. All right, so let's also get to this portion of talking about their intentions. What's their true intentions coming back around and sending you this love message? So Spirit, this is for pile number 3. What is this person that is going to be sending this love message to pile number 3? What are their true intentions with my pile number 3? What is this person's true intentions of sending this love message to pile number 3? All right, 7 of Wands. And the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, wow. 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So they just want to get their soulmate back. Point blank period. Okay. They want to deepen this bond, re-deepen this bond between you two. They want to get closer to you. They want to be a partnership again. They want this deep connection back. With the 7 of Wands, they also want to prove something to themselves, okay? So if they were feeling like they were having very low chances of getting you back or reconciling with you or making things right, they really are trying to prove to themselves that if they try hard enough and they come in genuinely and they show truly how they feel and are very vulnerable, that this could turn around. They can turn the situation around. So the 7 of Wands is kind of like when you feel like all odds are against you, but you still need to perform and you have a goal at hand that you still really desire. So even though it doesn't really look the best they feel, they just want to prove that true love wins. I'm sorry, I know that was corny, but that's true. Like they want to prove to themselves, like, if I want it bad enough and I really show my true self and humble myself and come forward, that I can have them back. Clarify the 7 of Wands. The Emperor. So their intentions also include taking accountability, taking responsibility of their actions, and also getting very serious, concentrated, and focused on improving this connection between you two. We also have the 6 of Pentacles as their intentions towards you. So the 6 of Pentacles is a cycle, usually. It does talk about generosities, gifts, and favor, but it is a cycle. It's like even if you're receiving all of that, you're going to give something back in return. So what I do feel about that with this person is that in the past, they could have taken more than they gave. Okay, they could have been on the receiving end and just kind of fell short on giving. And maybe that's where they had that lack of judgment with you, is that because they're so spoiled, growing up and by the universe and always getting everything that they want, things being handed easily to them. Maybe they failed to really show you their generous side. And so this time around, they plan on, or they have the intent to come in with a lot of generosity to show you that they can give, and that they are okay with you receiving and them giving. So, I guess that comes from clarity of just knowing what you may have done wrong. What's the Six of Pentacles? So anything that you felt like this person lacked, that you really felt like you wanted from them and you felt like you were deserving of, I feel like there's going to be an overabundance in their intentions of giving that to you. What's the Six of Pentacles? Yeah, we have the Empress. So the Empress is just birthing something and allowing it to grow in progress. So there's growth and expansion in what they're capable of giving. So if they were just giving a little bit and receiving a lot from you and it was very imbalanced, this time around they're expanding what their mind tells them to give. They're thinking outside of the box now, becoming a little bit more creative of how they can adorn you, show you generosity in their time, in their actions, in their communication, with gifts, with money, with whatever that you desire at this time. All right, so that's their intentions. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's talk about the timing of this love message. When will this message come towards you? When can you expect to receive this message of love for pile number 3? When can you expect to receive this message of love? Queen of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. It could already be here or like coming in like this, like really fast, okay? The Queen of Wands lets me know that this is effortless. So you don't really have to do anything. You don't need to go do a love spell. You don't need to go and pray about it, but you probably should, okay? Just to make sure that everything works out really nicely. You don't need to call this person in. It's an effortless magnetism that you're possessing right now that's bringing this person in right now. Ace of Pentacles shows that this person is willing and very ready to invest in this new beginning. So I feel like this is right around the corner for you. You shouldn't be waiting much longer. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about that. It's kind of clear as day that this is right around the corner for you. Okay, so all you need to do is be ready to receive. That's it. What's the outcome? What's the expected outcome? Let's see. Between you and this person, pile number 3. What is the outcome here? What's the most likely outcome? Did you guys hear that confirmation of the ding? Ooh, 5 of Cups. Okay, so the 5 of Cups doesn't scare me because the 5 of Cups already came out for who this person is, and it shows that they have a hard time letting go of what happened in the past. So whatever heart broke them, even if they were in the wrong and they're heartbroken just by you moving on, it does show that this person kind of harbors over that. And remember what I said about that childlike energy of abandonment? So I don't know if you guys ever watched a movie, and hopefully this wasn't your reality as a child, but if it was, I'm pretty sure that the universe has blessed you since then. But you ever watched a movie where it's like, a child gets lost in the supermarket, or the parent leaves the child for a little bit to go, I don't know, make money. And then they come back and the child is like crying and they're like, you left me, you left me. And it's like, yes, I'm sorry, baby. I won't leave you again. And they're like, are you sure? As snot is running down their nose. This person has that spirit about them. Like, they need a lot of reassurance about if you're sure that you're wanting to reconcile. Are you going to stay this time? Do you really like me this time? Are you still attracted to me? So there's a lot of like needing reassurance. Okay, this person has like this fear of what happened in the past to happen again. So I do see the outcome being like this person will, in their very sensitive nature, not really, yeah, ask for reassurance, but through those questions, just trying to pick your brain of, are you going to stay, or are you going to leave me again? Three of Wands, okay? Three of Wands is foresight and anticipation. So it's so interesting. Now, Five of Cups, this person's foresight of what's going to happen in the future between you two is that you're going to leave them. I feel like whenever you think about something too much and have a hard time letting it go, it can manifest. So if this person cannot empower themselves from those initial reassurances and, quit it, like, okay, I've told you quite a bit of times, I'm here. As long as we are on the same page, I'm here. If they can't let that go and they continue to kind of want to be stroked and coddled about the past, their foresight could come true. Okay, so I'll just leave it there. I know that sounds very like mean, but I feel like it's almost like you manifest that outcome if you cannot just grow, and just grow from that mindset that you're going to be abandoned. So look out for that. If this person does continuously ask you quite often if you're going to leave them again, you may want to try to nip that in the bud, because by doing that so many times, this person could manifest that actually happening with the Three of Wands. Or if that's you, if you're going to be asking this person that quite a bit, you may want to like check yourself, live in the now, embrace your future together. Think about the positive versus the negative, because these things can manifest, guys. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. All right, let's go ahead and get some love messages from your person. So for pile number 3, what does this person who's going to be sending them a message of love want them to know? Is there anything else that they want them to know? All right, we have, you are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I see you in my dreams. Please stay. And we are better off as friends. We have faith on the bottom of the deck, okay? So again, that's another message about what the outcome could be. And just know that the outcome is not set in stone. There's free will. But based off of the energy, the themes, the cycles, the repetition of certain habits, this could be the most likely outcome. And I feel like someone here struggles to have faith in the future, because it does look positive. It does look like there's going to be a chance to reconcile. So with that, it's about flipping the situation and not repeating the same themes of the past. And it's almost like if this person can't get out of their head and they're always putting that negative energy into the connection, it can be quite daunting. It can be exhausting. So with the we are better off as friends, that could be an energy of like, in love, it just seems like I'm bringing you more pain than happiness because you can't move forward. So maybe we should just be friends. So there is an energy there. This person could wonder if you have this in your head of like you don't want to be in a romantic connection, you just want to be their friends. There are some insecurities there. So just look out for that. And again, this can be changed. I feel like if this person does have themes or cycles of asking and needing reassurance excessively, because asking for reassurance is not a bad thing, but excessively, anything done in excessive is kind of a little toxic. So if you do see cycles of this person doing that again, to nip it in the bud and say, listen, I told you already once, but you asking me more than more and more and more and over again is not going to change the answer. I know you're trying to pick my brain and see where I'm at, but it's just a little weird that you're checking in when I feel like we're doing good. Okay, so there's that. You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. That is the truth. This person just feels like your aura, you know, you have a charming look to you. You just seem to pique their interest no matter what on your good days and bad days, and they mean that. They see you in their dreams. There could be some very vivid dreams here, maybe dreams that are giving them signs or trying to give them messages about how to approach you, how to act this time around. All right. So I do feel like this person is being visited in their dreams of you. We also have please stay, which again is like in this energy, this kind of insecure energy or abandonment, you know, concern energy. But I do really hope and wish that if this person is meant for you, that you guys are able to overcome that. All right, and that's what I have for you, pile number 3. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next pick a card. Bye.